Zimbabwe just signed a deal to export fresh blueberries to China. They now have a verified official agreement in place with zero tariffs. Production is set to rise from 8,000 to 12,000 metric tons within a year. And honestly, this is official information. It's not hearsay, right? It's from Reuters and China's own customs bulletin. But here's the thing, right? This may seem like a small headline, but it's hiding a massive play. So on paper, it's blueberries, right? Underneath, it's about how Africa trades, how China builds influence, and how Africa's future wealth is either exported raw or built in-house. So some say that Chinese buyers pay farmers more than local markets. And I couldn't find a verified figure, I'm going to be really honest, so I won't guess. But farmers and exporters say that the price gap is big enough to change lives. Still, this isn't just about price, is it? It's about positioning. Because this deal, I guess it's the perfect symbol of a much bigger pattern. This isn't just about blueberries, it's about raw exports versus value creation. Same story as cocoa from Ghana, lithium from Zimbabwe, crude oil from Nigeria. Each time Africa exports raw, then others cash in on the real value. This blueberry deal just gives another real-time example to add to that narrative. And honestly, if Africa doesn't change that trade model, it stays broke, even when it exports more. China is securing food routes globally, quietly and strategically, I might add. And while we're clapping for market access, which is great, right, for the short term, but they're building long-term advantage. This is where we need to be real, right? If Africa stays the farm and never builds the factory, then Africa will keep exporting potential and importing poverty. So Zimbabwe's horticulture sector is growing, but it's held back by limited access to long-term finance, high compliance costs, and policy rules that make exporting harder. So if government wants to win in this deal, right, it has to invest in cold storage, processing, packaging, not just pick and pack logistics. And if you're a diasporan and you're abroad, this is your lane too, right? Partner with growers back home. Support the infrastructure. Don't just be there like clapping from a distance like, hey, we're doing great. Africa's winning. And I get it, right? People will say at least China's buying or something's better than nothing. But let me be straight, right? Something doesn't mean strategy. This, by the way, is not anti-China sentiment. This is pro-African leverage. The real wealth isn't in the fruit. It's in the fry, the factory and the final product. So yeah, by all means, export the blueberries, yeah, but own the root, own the rights, own the right returns. Like, let's talk in the comment section. And yeah, if you love my content, then go and subscribe. But more importantly, share this.